Alright, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Randy here with RTS Mobile Gaming, bringing you a beautiful video today. We are playing some Infinity Kingdom, and it is Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. It's Friday. Sorry for that cringe moment. So, on to the video. We are playing Infinity Kingdom, like I said. In this week's video, we are going to be covering Himiko, who is she is the brand new Shadow Shamanist Queen of Yamatai. I probably butchered the pronunciation on that. And she is a very nice, refreshing bump to the game. We need her. We've needed a Shadow Magic Damage dealer for a while. The previous best Magic Damage dealer for Shadow was Meb, and Meb is decent, right? Has a pretty decent ability here, but it's nowhere near as nice with the 4 skill slots as we're going to have here. Okay? And actually, I could probably swap over some of my Meb gear to Himiko whenever I get Himiko leveled up. Alright, so here we go. Let's get into it. First thing we're going to do today is talk about Himiko's attributes and how she compares to another massive damage dealer in Merlin. We're going to also compare her overall energy skill, and then we're going to talk about the mathematics and calculations behind skill recommendations for Himiko. Okay, let's get to it. Like and sub, by the way. Like and sub. Help me out. Alright, first things first, on to the attributes. So, keep in mind, as I talk about the attributes, I'm only running level 36 gear. I just got Himiko in the Mysterium, so I can't actually swap her gear around right now. I haven't unlocked her in real game. But with level 36 gear and a Shadow Wand, her current stats are 257.6 strength, which gives her relatively low physical defense. She's on the low end. Merlin's definitely a little bit higher than her. Her agility is also on the low end, although I believe with better gear, this will be competitive with Merlin's. Right now, she's at 1751, and I believe my Merlin's up in the 1900 range. Okay, her intelligence as well needs to be a little more competitive. Again, with maxed out Shadow gear, she'll probably be competitive with Merlin, okay? But her magical attack is 1965, which, in its current status, is 25% below my Merlin's. Her physique is also on the low side. Her aptitude is a little bit above average, and her energy regen is the same as Merlin's. So comparing Nuker to Nuker, I would say that overall her stats are slightly below Merlin's, but that's probably because her gear is not maxed out. I'm guessing when her gear is maxed out, she'll be pretty close to Merlin in all things, and maybe even surpass him, okay? So keep that in mind. Okay, let's go look at Merlin's stats real quick, just so you can see. I do have a maxed out level 40 Merlin. He's plus 19, and he's got level 40 gear. That's all water, right? So his attributes are going to be slightly buffed because of that. All right. He's also rocking this Magic Immortal. It doesn't give just raw magical damage or anything like that, but it does help him out, okay? So his overall crit, again, a little bit higher. His strength, a little bit higher. They'll probably be on par by the time her gear catches up. His magical damage is really where he stands out. Massively more amount of magical attack. I think at the end of the day, Merlin's magical attack will probably be slightly higher than Himiko's, although she may catch up in the other categories, okay? Now, on to Himiko's energy skill. This is exciting. First, I want to show you the skill because it's cool. It's like a big black meteor, big shadow ball just coming down and blopping people in the face. It's entertaining to watch. So let's go take a look at a clip of that. Get excited. Here we go. Here it comes after this dragon nuke. Get ready. Yes! Oh, yes! That was pretty good. All right. All right. So she does pretty good damage, okay? She does do pretty good damage. As you saw right there, a big nuke and then a big black shadow ball coming out of the sky to hit people in the face. Very entertaining to watch. Now, as far as how her nuke compares to Merlin's damage rate is 520 to all targets. Her damage rate is 450 to all targets, which gives her slightly less damage dealt than Merlin, but that's okay, because she makes up for that with her massive amount of CC. So how this skill works is she inflicts magical damage to all enemy units, and if there's more than 2 units alive, she rips open a space-time rift, I guess, and pulls the strongest enemy unit into the void for 6 seconds, where they'll be immune to all damage taken, but also not be able to deal damage. So what this basically does is turns this fight into a 4 versus 3 for 6 seconds, which is extremely powerful, okay? It's one of the best CCs in the game, and it's also a guaranteed CC. There's not many other ultimate energy skills that give a guaranteed CC on use, so that makes her skill extremely unique and powerful. So, to recap, her nuke does slightly less damage than Merlin's, but she makes up for it with a guaranteed 6-second CC on an enemy target that turns the fight into a 4 versus 3, or a 3 versus 2, or whatever it is. Okay, once there is 2 or less enemies, she no longer uses the CC. So for the first 2 enemies, let me rephrase that. For the first 4, and then the next, the 3 enemies that are left alive, she is exercising that nuke. Okay? Very good. So that's that. Currently, the Himiko that I got from the Mysterium has a Fire Nova. She has an Iron Will. And she has an Adrenaline Rush, which we'll talk about in a second. I'm not going to run this build in my calculator here. You're going to see my build coming up here. Let's pop open the Excel. All right. Very good. Okay, you can see I've got Himiko set up here. I'm running the new skill here, Annihilation. This skill just came out recently with the last patch. It is available at level 37, and it's essentially a guaranteed... It's essentially a 45% chance to deal magic damage. Let's just go ahead and open that in the tower here. All right, here we go. All right, I haven't hit level 37 yet, but we're going to get there soon. So Annihilation, 45% chance to deal magic damage to all enemy units. This is huge. So my calculator is based on skills at level 5, because that is attainable for all players. So I'm just going to say at level 5, your Annihilation is dealing a total amount of 63% DPS when 4 targets are alive, okay? So that's pretty good. That's a little bit above Nova's. If you're going to run a Nova instead of Annihilation, you're going to be running a little bit less damage. Let's just show you. If, like, a Fire Nova is at 57% DPS, right? While, again, Annihilation's at 63%. So it's essentially a little bit of a 10% DPS boost from skills like Fire Nova and Toxin Nova. The nice thing is that it's magic, so it's good, okay? Is it going to have as many chances to proc Chase as a Nova? It's not. The Nova is going to have dot ticks, which can proc Chase, but since Chase is on a 6-second cooldown, Annihilation's on a 6-second cooldown, theoretically, it should activate it enough that it makes up for it. So we'll see how that plays out. I'm going to personally be running with Annihilation once I unlock it and see how it goes. And then, of course, we're just going to run the Chase and the Concentration meta. Since she is a magic damage dealer that has pretty good crit, we are going to run the Chase and Concentration with the Annihilation. And since her ult hits 4 people, she's going to be dealing pretty good damage. Okay? So, I expect her to have a little bit above average overall magic damage because of her crit is going to be pretty high. And then her CC is very nice. All right? You can also turn her into an aura bot if you decide to go a full physical damage build and you want to just kind of buff your Elizabeth Bathory and use Himiko as a CC machine. You can also switch Annihilation. You can run Adrenaline Rush. Check this out. You can run Adrenaline Rush. You can also run the new energy skill, which is... There's a new energy skill. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Oh my goodness. Does it start with an A? It's something. There's an Energy Burst. Energy Burst. It's a new energy regen skill that also just came out. It is available at level 35, I believe. Nope. 36. Okay. It's available at 37. That's good. There it is. Okay. It's also available at level 37. So here you can run Energy Burst, which gives you 30% energy on critical strike, which is extremely interesting. If you are going to run the critical strike build, maybe you're going to run Energy Burst and mix that in instead of running Concentration, because maybe having the extra energy will be more useful than having the bonus magic damage. This is all testing that you're going to have to do. Decide for yourself, okay? But if you do want to turn her into a energy bot that just spam CC, you're going to want to run those 2 skills, and you're going to want to run Fighting Master so she can't be crowd controlled. So with Fighting Master, Energy Burst, and Adrenaline Rush, she should be popping her skill under 10-second intervals, which is going to basically mean for the first 30 seconds of the fight, it's a 4 versus 3 until you kill off 2 of the enemy targets. Or let me rephrase that. From second 10 to second 30, so for that 20 seconds, you should have a 4 versus 3 combat going on. All right? So that's it. There's the theory crafting behind the build. There's a Himiko analysis, and happy Friday to you. Give me the like and sub. I love you guys long time. Randy out.